Good morning, friends. I hope you guys are well. As you may have noticed on my thumbnail for this video, there was a car accident. Rory is okay. She was in the car with me. The other driver who hit us is okay. I'm okay. That's the most important thing, and I will give you updates on all of that later on in this video, but I'm feeling overwhelmed with the aftermath of insurances and dealing with all of that, not having a car to drive. My house has taken a hit because for the past 2 days, we've just been focusing on all of that. And so when I feel overwhelmed, I try to remind myself to focus on all the good things, as my shirt is saying, and control what I can control. I think when we tend to get overwhelmed in situations, it's because we have no control over certain things. And so today I'm gonna focus on what I can control and doing things that I know will help de-stress me, make me feel better. And that is where I am right now in Steven and I's bedroom. I will show you guys. It has taken a hit. So what I want to do today is just reset our room, reset our closet. I want to switch out the pictures in the picture frame. I still have Christmas pictures up in here. So just focusing on the things that I can control that I know will make me feel better. I do need to run some errands, but I don't have a car right now. So I'm hoping tomorrow to get a rental car, and I'll bring you guys along for all of those errands. We are just going to focus on the good in today's video. If you're new, welcome. My name is Trisha Miller. I hope you'll hit that subscribe button and stick around. Let's get started. When you're down and you stare out your window, hoping that you'll come up with some words to say. Okay, you guys just saw all that we are taking on today. The closet is probably gonna be the most chaotic thing to tame today. But what I want to do first is just start with the TV. I want to go onto YouTube and just find like a calming scene. I'm thinking an ocean situation, something to just set the tone in the room to just bring the stress down before we start cleaning. And then I want to grab all of Steven and I's linens and just wash them today. Nothing is greater than that feeling when you get into your bed at night and you have just clean linens on your bed. It is the best. So we're gonna do that today. When you feel like you're fed up with heartbreak and you know that you can't take another day, well, that's not okay. We can never go back this road, we can never go back that way. I see you standing in the corner like it's okay. Don't you know that you move with your body? Don't you know that you move with your body? We can never go back this road, we can never go back that way. I see you standing. Let me know if you guys have a laundry routine or a laundry schedule that you follow. I have one you've probably noticed in my laundry room, if you see it in the background, a laundry schedule that I started last summer, and it worked really well. Once we went back to school, life got busy and it just didn't work as well. So I think I have to just keep adjusting depending on which season of life we are in. The school year is very different than our summer schedule and our summer routine. So as we're approaching summer, which is wild to think about, but my kids only have, I think, 6 weeks left of school. We get out the end of May. Let me know when your kids get out. But I'm starting to think and just anticipate summer and all the laundry we're going to have, because when my kids are home, we definitely go through more food. We go through more laundry because we're going to the pool, we're going hiking, we're doing all of these things that sometimes require multiple outfit changes a day. And so I'm going to rethink my laundry routine. I love doing one load a day. So whatever type of schedule I come up with, I want it to not be more than one load a day. But let me know what you guys do so we can help share some ideas and make it easier. Told you guys about the dryer and how it's kind of being finicky with larger loads, so I think I'm actually going to wash the blanket separate and just do the sheets first. That way the dryer won't get upset with me. Let's catch up on books and TV show recs. So for anybody new, I'm reading the ACOTAR series. I just finished A Court of Frost and Starlight, and you guys were exactly right. It was like a little mini novella. I loved every second of it. I just needed a break from the high suspense on the edge of my seat in this series because it's such a good series. But my heart just needed a little bit more peace and calmness. So book 4 was perfect for me. And I'm now deep into A Court of Silver Flame. So the drama is back. But I'm just loving this series. But I'm on the last book. So what should I read next? I've heard, I think it's called Glass
Thrones of, I'm making this up. There's another one by Sarah Maas that everybody's recommending. Let me know if you know what I'm talking about and if you enjoyed it. I also might just need like a easy summer beach read, just a little bit of a break from fantasy. So if you have any recommendations with those, please let me know. And if you're looking for book recommendations, I do have on my Amazon storefront, and it's linked in the video description box. I have all of my favorite books that I've read so far linked in there for you guys. Real quick TV shows. So Steven and I have been catching up on the new season of Tracker. For anybody who watches, can you please let me know why this new season is so different from the other seasons? I'm not going to give any spoilers. It is just way more dark and dramatic, and I like how they used to have it. Let me know if you like the new season better or if you like how they had it before. There was a pirate's booty wrapper underneath the lamp. I think I know exactly which child did that. Let's check in for a minute because there are a lot of laundry baskets filled with clean clothes. Some are folded, some are not folded. So I think what I want to do next is just grab all the bins of clothes and just put them on the bed. Then probably clean up the area under the TV and then start to figure out all the laundry, because it's just a matter of getting the closet cleaned out, reset, and just getting the laundry put away. It's mostly my laundry, so I only have myself to blame in this situation. All right, let's keep going. Since we only have 6 weeks of school left before summer break, I am starting to shift my mindset of preparing and planning for summer. The kids will each do like 1, maybe 2 camps. I have Rory right now signed up for 1 camp, and then the boys want to just do like a couple weeks of basketball camps. But for the most part, my kids are home with me over the summer. I'm thankful that I have a flexible schedule so that I can have them home with me and just soak up as much time as possible. But I do have a goal this summer. I want to work on life skills with them. So, and age appropriate life skills. So we have, for anybody new, we have a 7-year-old, a 10-year-old, and a 12-year-old. So what I mean by that is teaching them how to do a load of laundry, where they are the ones that put the soap in, put the clothes in, and like start to finish load of laundry. Same thing with the dishes, how to like, I'm thinking like cooking skills, like chopping up vegetables. Like our oldest son, Charlie, our 12-year-old, already knows how to do most of this stuff. So I'll have to kind of get creative with him. But I really just want to work on those life skills and just independence and things like that with them, and just have them be age appropriate. So I do plan on getting that figured out and sorted out in my head. And I will share that with you guys when I do my summer prep video. But if you have any ideas or recommendations for what I should include in that, please definitely let me know in the comments.
That's how we play. We can never go back this road. We can never go back that way. I see you standing in the corner like it's okay. Don't you know that you move with your body? Don't you know that you move with your body? We can never go back this road. We can never go back that way. I see you standing in the corner like it's okay. Don't you know that you move with your body? Don't you know that you move with your body?
I had to pause filming to take a phone call from the insurance company, so it's been like an hour of being on the phone. I will get back to cleaning, but I thought this would be a good opportunity to just fill you guys in on the car accident. You can see who has joined us since being on the phone as well. On Sunday, we were at Charlie and Liam's basketball tournament, like about 30 minutes away from our house. Rory had a birthday party to get to, so Rory and I left Charlie's game a little bit early. Steven and my mom and Liam were still there cheering Charlie on, so it was just Rory and I in the car. We were stopped at a red light. You know how you can just like in your peripheral vision see something moving? So I looked up in my rear view mirror and I saw a white car just coming full speed for Rory and I. And I was able to look, like kind of just register the face of the person, and they were looking down on their phone. So, side note, please put your phone away when you are driving. It is such a terrible distraction. We are very lucky that nobody was killed, but he didn't even touch his brakes. Full force, we were stopped, went into the back of our car. The blessing in his car was tiny. It was a very small car, so he is okay. He walked away from the accident okay. And thank goodness it was a small car as far as the impact to my car, because it could have been a lot worse if this was an SUV or a truck or a larger car. Rory is okay. That was the first instinct. Car hits, I saw it coming. I tensed up because I saw it coming. And the worst feeling in the world as a parent is to see a car coming towards you and you have your child in the car and there's nothing you can do to stop that car. That was just, I think it will probably take me a long time to get over that feeling. But first thing, it happened. First thing, obviously check on Rory. Rory, are you okay? Physically, she was okay. She was able to answer me. She was just obviously so shook up. I think this is unfortunately going to be a memory that's with her for forever, and I hate that for her. I wish I could take that away, but I'm trying to focus on what I can control when these things happen in life. The guy didn't purposely hit me. Yes, he was looking at his phone, but I'm not going to be angry at him. We all make mistakes. We are human. We all make mistakes, and all three of us are alive to tell the story, so not going to be angry about it. It was just scary. I hadn't been in an accident like that before, so I'm glad that my brain, I could like switch into like mom mode, like, okay, what do I need to do? So we were able to like pull over, and he didn't try to flee the scene or anything. He pulled his car over. He didn't come up to me. I immediately, once I knew Rory was okay, I opened up my window. I yelled to him, "Are you okay? Do you need an ambulance or anything?" And he was able to respond to me, tell me, no, he didn't. So then I called the police, because in my mind, I'm like, I didn't have any witnesses around me. I was just thinking, okay, I need the police here to like help facilitate this whole situation. I'm still like completely in shock, like my fingers shaking, trying to call like the non-emergency police line. So they came within 10 minutes. The guy that hit us was nice. I mean, he didn't try to pretend that he didn't do anything wrong. He took liability, all the things. So, I mean, in a horrible situation, things like that I think matter and make it just a little bit easier, and you can kind of take a breath when you're like, okay, I'm not gonna have to prove anything here. Like, he's being very honest, and so that was good. I did call my mom, because she was at the basketball game still, to just come and get Rory. I didn't want Rory to have to be there any longer than possible. She was very shook up. She did not want to go to the birthday party, because I thought, okay, my mom can take Rory to the birthday party. I will deal with all of this. Steven will come, help me once he's done at basketball. Basketball game was done though, so everybody ended up coming. Rory just didn't want to go to the party at that point. She was so emotionally shook up at this point, and we got hit really hard. So when I say we're okay, we're still in pain. We're feeling the impact of that hit. I think, unfortunately, because I tensed up when I saw the driver coming, that made it worse physically for me. You're not supposed to tense up, but how do you not tense up when you see a car coming full force at you? So we just have to give it a little bit of time. I do plan on following up with my doctor just to make sure I don't need to do anything. But emotionally, it's just going to take some time. It's going to take some time when these things happen. It's just, now we're in the aftermath of the headache of insurance. There's just a complication. He was driving somebody else's car. So with the insurance, the car is insured, not the actual driver. So there's just a lot of delays right now. So I just ended up setting up a rental car because I need a car. We've got sports practices and all the things to get to this week. So I don't have the option of not having a car. And with Steven's schedule, it would be very hard for us to share his car with his work schedule and all the things, because also we do a lot of, as you guys know, dividing and conquering. So he goes to one practice while I go to the other. So I have a car. I'm getting a car tomorrow. So that has been taken care of. And you know, it's all the aftermath. Well, like, it'll be fine. It's getting the car fixed. Everything's fixable. So that is what I am thankful for. Everything is repairable in this situation. And it'll be fine. So just a reminder, guys, things are gonna happen in life. And when I feel overwhelmed and I feel like I can't control things, I do things like clean my bedroom and organize the closet and take a deep breath and just remember, I'm gonna say my shirt again, we're gonna focus on all the good things, that everybody's physically able to walk away from the situation and go to their homes and to their families, and that is truly all that matters. All right, I am hungry after all of this, so I think we're gonna pause the room, go downstairs. I'm gonna share my lunch with you guys today, and then we're gonna get back to this. I am gonna do just the simplest lunch ever. So if you watched I think we did like a kitchen reset and I did a meal prep with you and I made a chicken salad. It was so good that week that I ended up doing round 2 this week. The only thing I changed about the recipe is that I actually added a little bit of relish. I didn't do the mayonnaise this time because when I rewatched that back when I was editing, I was like, why do I even add a tablespoon of mayonnaise? I don't like it. It's not that healthy, so just leave it out. So I added relish, and it's added just like a nice little sweetness to it. So I'm going to put this inside of the wrap, and I just remembered I have a little bit of the crunchy beets left. So let me go grab those, and I'm gonna share those with you too. This is what I was talking about with the crispy beets. These are so good. I only have a teeny tiny bit left, so I'm gonna finish that up today and I'll have to get some more. So I'll do my wrap. I'll put some of the chicken salad with this and just roll it up. I love my sparkling water, so I'm gonna do the Waterloo Blackberry Lemonade today and just enjoy a peaceful lunch, and then we're gonna get back to cleaning. It always feels so good to just reset a room and get it back to normal, especially because I really want to focus on getting all of my spring deep cleaning done over the next 2 weeks, because I'm ready to hit the outside of our house, like our front porch, our screened-in porch. I want to get those cleaned and refreshed with flowers and do some planting for the spring, but I've told myself I have to get all of the inside of our house deep clean and spring cleaned right now, and then I can focus on the outside. We are still having some crazy nights where it gets down to the 40s and sometimes the 30s. So I need to wait just a couple more weeks, but I cannot wait to get outside, clean up that pollen, and just plant some fresh flowers. I'm so excited. But before I do that, I'm going to deep clean our home. So stay tuned. In the next couple of weeks, we're going to be doing a lot of spring cleaning and deep cleaning together. I am already starting to feel just mentally and emotionally so much better. Coffee is probably helping with that. But I do think it's also helping me physically to just get this cleaning done, because it's helping with the stiffness to just stay active. And the Tylenol is helping with the pain. So I'm doing good. I feel like a weight is already off of my shoulders a little bit from just getting the floors cleared off in our bedroom. I think what I want to do next, instead of tackling all of the clothes, I want to get the closet done. That way the closet is reset and ready for all of these clothes to go back into the closet. So let's focus on the closet for a little bit, and then we'll put on something good on the TV and just handle all the clothes. feels really good to see my closet floor again. I do want to vacuum. Nothing is more satisfying to me than when I vacuum our closet because it's carpet and you get those just really satisfying carpet lines. So I definitely want to give it a good vacuum. Annie's crate is a newer addition to our closet. Rory has a friend that is scared of dogs, and so it's a friend that comes over pretty often. So whenever that friend comes over, I always have to put Annie up just because I don't want anybody to be scared in my home. We all know Annie is the sweetest dog ever, but a fear is a fear. So I'm going to support that. And so we did have to put a crate up here for Annie. This is just kind of the furthest spot from where all the kids are, and truly Annie just falls asleep in her crate when she's in there when this friend is over, so it's not a big deal. But you probably noticed this is a new addition to our closet if you watched my closet redo that we did recently. Anyways, so here's what I want to do. Steven has the top 2 drawers in this dresser and I have the bottom 2. I think I have dividers. Yeah, I already have dividers set up in mine. This is just where I keep my t-shirts. For his t-shirt drawer, he doesn't have dividers, and you probably saw, I can't even close it because it's so stuffed. Now, I am not going to declutter Steven's t-shirts. I learned my lesson when I tried to go through and donate some of my husband's stuff. I will formally apologize, Steven, for donating your cowboy boots that you did not wear for 11 years. I apologize. I have learned my lesson to not try to declutter and donate my husband's stuff. He's got to do that. So I'm going to let the t-shirts live in there and find a way to organize them and use dividers. I'll show you the dividers that I have. I have just a big box of them that I love to use everywhere in our home. And then I am going to declutter my t-shirts really quickly. I want to get that done. I don't need to do the whole closet today, but I can at least focus on 2 drawers that I have. So let's focus our attention. Actually, no, let's vacuum first and then let's start to go and declutter stuff. Oh, the battery died. Oh no. Alright, we need to switch vacuums. My battery just died. Luckily, we have another one.
And I thought that everything was already said. When it all came over me, all the things, what you said, what you did, what you made me feel. In that second, it all was so clear to me. But I will never want it any other way. And we were always talking, wishing for the phone will not turn down. And we were always laughing, now that our cries are tears from love. And we were always making love, instead I could give you more. And we were always, we were always, we were always, we were always we.
Here's the drawer dividers that I was talking about. So these expand to whatever size you need them to be. And then if you make it a little too big, you just pull this thing up and then it pushes it back. These are my favorite because they have padding on the side and so it protects your furniture. But I really like using drawer dividers because it just helps organize things a lot better. I literally have it in every single drawer of our dresser. Steven's t-shirt drawer is the only drawer that I didn't add them to. So let's see if we can get it a little bit more organized in there.
And we were always talking, wishing for the phone will not turn down. And we were always laughing, now that our cries are tears from joy. And we were always making love, instead I could give you more. And we were always, we were always, we were always, we were always we.
Okay, that's so much better. I will link these dividers in my Amazon storefront for you guys in case you're interested, but so much better. All right, now Annie and I, my little buddy. We're gonna start to declutter my t-shirts and just kind of get everything reset in there also.
I know the way that you think about me, but I don't wanna know the truth. I hear the things that they say about me, but I don't wanna know the truth. Don't you ever wanna run away? Don't you ever wanna walk away? Don't you ever wanna leave this place? 'Cause I need you when the day's gone. And I would change for you. I would break these walls too. And I would change just for you. And I would change for you. And I would break these walls too. I would change just for you. I can't get you out of my mind. I can't get you out of my mind. I think right now you are sick of talking, and that the fire seemed to fade. And I know
Okay, we were able to declutter almost a whole bag full, and I color coordinated. I also color coordinated Steven's. I can't wait for him to notice that. I like to color coordinate mine because I know what color the t-shirts are that I want to wear, and so it is so much easier to find stuff. So it is a very functional strategy for me, and then I just put all the neutral blacks, gray, and white t-shirts down there. So it felt really good to get that
onto
done.
something that so easily could break. Don't you ever wanna run away? Don't you ever wanna walk away? Don't you ever wanna
All right, before we take on all of that laundry on my bed, I needed to refill my iced coffee, grab a little snack. I'm treating myself because today is just, mentally and emotionally a challenging day. I'm having some Heavenly Hunks minis. I mean, these aren't that bad for you. These are the oatmeal chocolate ones. If you never had them, Costco sells like a massive bag of them, and the typical size is like 1.5 inches big. And these are just, I'll show you when I take the first one out. These are like tiny little mini versions of it. What? What do we, literally there's nothing out there. Did a leaf move? Oh, I'm sorry. Golf cart. It's a golf cart. Sorry, it took me a minute to register. There's a golf cart on the road behind us. I don't know. A golf cart pulling a trailer. That's where the confusion was. I saw the golf cart, but then it seemed really long. It's just a golf cart pulling a trailer on the road behind us. Annie is clearly as confused as I am. It's okay, Annie. All right, let's refill the coffee so my brain is more at full capacity. Also, when this video comes out, it'll be the Saturday before Easter, so happy Easter to all who celebrate. By this time, I will have my Easter basket reels ready to go over on Instagram, so if you need some last minute inspiration and motivation for those Easter baskets, I will pop up my Instagram account on the screen for you. I have a couple more things that are arriving today for the boys, and so I'm gonna get that reel created after that, and it'll feel good just to have everything ready to go for that day amongst all the chaos of everything else. I'm looking forward to Easter. I love a good Easter egg hunt. Have you ever done the idea where you can do glow-in-the-dark Easter eggs and do it, I guess, either super early in the morning when it's dark, or like later in the evening? I'm always tempted to do that. I think that would be really fun. All right, let me clean this out, grab my iced coffee, and we're gonna head back upstairs and tackle all of that glorious laundry. Also, just side question, are golf carts supposed to pull trailers? Do they have a hitch on them? I have so many questions for that scenario that just played out. Let me know if you have a golf cart. Okay, big sip of coffee so I can put the lid on, and then we're going upstairs.
'Cause I need you when the day's gone. And I would change.
One more look at the peaceful beach before I turn it off and turn up the sound for you guys.
I would change just for you.
All right, it's time. We're gonna do it. It's actually not gonna take me that long. I'm being just overly dramatic about it. I have, I think, 2 loads of towels to fold really quickly. I'm gonna put them away immediately. That is the key. I am putting everything away after I fold it. So we'll start with the towels, and then it's just my clothes. I think I have some of the kids' clothes mixed in because our last travel weekend for basketball, I still, as you saw, I still had to unpack the suitcase and everything, and most of those clothes were clean. So I think I'll just throw all the kids' clothes in a basket, put it out in the playroom, let them put those away this afternoon. But more importantly, I have to find something to watch, because when I'm going to take on a bunch of laundry, I either like to listen to a podcast or put on a good show, something that I can just kind of escape into while I do this task. So I think what I want to put on for all of my, do I have any Hardy fans out there? So it's a show on Hallmark, but I believe older seasons are on Netflix. It's called When Calls the Heart. It's just one of those feel-good shows. It's based back on a long time ago. I just love it. I just feel good when I watch it. It's like when I'm watching Gilmore Girls. Gilmore Girls is another one that I usually put on when I'm folding laundry. But I have to go into my apps. I'm going to put that show on, enjoy a new episode of it, and just get all of this done. All right, let's do it. Also, this is what the mini Heavenly Hunks look like. Sorry, I know it's a little bit blurry. I'm trying to make it not blurry by putting my hand behind it, but they're really tiny. They're like the size of my thumbnail. There you go. That's a better picture of them, but they're so good. All right, I'm going to enjoy this and watch my show. I want to share a stress relieving idea with you guys, just a strategy that I try to do, because we have, as parents especially, there's everyday stresses that are just kind of always there in the back of your mind. And that's where I turn to things like exercise, taking a breath, just daily things, having a hot cup of tea in the afternoon, my sleepy time tea at night. So that's where I feel like routines that we just work into our day to day helps manage just the normal everyday stress. But then there's also the stress that comes with an event that occurs, like a car accident and things like that. And so something that I do in those moments where a specific event has happened and I'm trying to just de-stress and calm myself down, I always think in my brain, what is the worst thing that could happen here? And then also, what is the best thing that could happen? And the reality is that life tends to fall somewhere in the middle of that, but we always go to the worst case scenario, and that's what we carry on our shoulders. So if you can just try to talk yourself down from that and just realize that it's not as bad as it always seems, and there's always a way to problem solve through a situation or get help from somebody, that is just something that always helps me if I just go through that strategy in my head of, okay, what's the worst thing? What's the best thing? And just taking a breath and knowing that it truly is going to be okay. Let me know if you have a strategy that you like to try when you're in those situations as well.
I would change for you, and I would break these walls too. I would change just for you. I can't get you out of my mind. I can't get you out of my mind. I can't get you out of my mind. I think right now you are sick of talking, and I know we're hanging on to something. Can't get you out of my mind.
Since we are focusing on the good in this video, I want to hear in the comments, you guys, something good that is going on in your life right now. Let's just flood that comment section with just so much positivity. So if somebody's having a bad day, they can just read all the good things that are happening and just remember that the world is a good place and there is still a lot of light that is shining. I will share my good story. So I had Rory's Easter egg hunt at her school today, and I'm the room parent, so I got to go and set it up and take pictures of the classes they were doing it. And I'm just so appreciate those moments that I get to be a part of now as a stay-at-home mom, and especially as a room parent, because the room parent is the only person that gets to be there for that event. So it was so much fun. I prepared Rory ahead of time because it was in the middle of the day. So that morning I reminded her that I would be there, but I was not going to bring her home with me after the event because, the next day they were not having school for Good Friday. And so I just think it's so important, especially as a former teacher, for the kids to be at school. There are definitely moments where I bring her home early, but this time I set that boundary and I prepared her for it. But my girl got really sad after that Easter egg hunt. We're talking full tears because I was leaving and she was staying at school, and her teacher came up. Her teacher is amazing, but her teacher came up and held Rory's hand and just comforted her and said, Rory, come on, we're going to head back into the classroom. And just Rory went with her, but my heart was broken in that moment. I felt so terrible. I felt so guilty. I almost went to the office and checked her out for the day. I thought, what's a big deal? It's just a couple hours of school. But it was just one of those moments as a parent where you set a boundary and you just really need to stick to it, even though I felt so guilty. But I left just like really upset. I felt really bad about the whole situation. I was just thinking, oh, is her teacher going to judge me because I didn't take her home? Like, she's going to think I'm a mean mom. But sure enough, I got home and I had an email waiting for me from her incredible teacher telling me, first of all, that Rory was fine by the time they even got through the door back into the school. But she also told me how much she respected me as a parent in that moment because I set a boundary and I stuck to it. And it made me feel so good. So that is my good moment to share, that sometimes parenting is so hard and we feel that mom guilt, but somebody just recognizing that and just celebrating that hard moment for me, it just made me feel so good. And I really appreciate that. And just shout out to all the incredible teachers out there because you guys are amazing. And I'm just thankful for all the teachers that my kids have ever had. So share your good moment with me. I want to hear everything. No more laundry. It is all put away. Yay. But now I have to move this sleeping beauty because I need to make the bed. Sorry, Annie.
If you need a hand, I am here for you. If you get lost, I'll lead you back in. Walk that extra mile, I would do that too. Just so I could be beside you. If the end is near, just know that I got you. I'm your armor when things get tough. Know I got your back, your battles are mine too. I'll fight for you when things get hard.
Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you got something from this video, whether it was motivation to tackle that reset in your house, some organization ideas, or most importantly, just a good feeling and knowing you have a friend to hang out with over here, and that sometimes life is hard, but we can do hard things, especially when you have a friend. And just thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me and all the support. I so appreciate you. I love this little community that has been created on YouTube, and I will always be appreciative of it. Just a heads up, guys, I don't think I'm gonna have a new video come out on Tuesday because of the holiday weekend and just wanting to soak up time with family, but I'll probably do a post on Tuesday and share some pictures with you guys, and I always share over on Instagram as well. But I will definitely see you next Saturday for an all new video. Bye.
We can